So you know strategy number 2, right, is all about planning. Planning for business development. So it's not just about planning. That's just one of these 7 strategies. We can plan till the cows come home, but we've got to follow through. So I asked on that page, did you know that the vast majority of small businesses fail simply because their owners are afraid to grow them? That's what this is all about. This is going to be easy for us to go through because we've been talking about this since Montreal. So in fact, the vast majority of people actually fear success. We often hear it said that people fear change, which is so true, but when you get right down to it, what they fear about the change is success. Because people will change all the time when it's taking them off track or backwards. People will change the way things are done around here all the time when it's just reacting, like in Quadrant 1. Remember the 4 quadrants of time? Well, obviously 4 quadrants, but the quadrants of time. People get into Quadrant 1 because it's easy. It's fast, we're busy, right? As AJ says, he needs to be busy. So it's fast and it keeps us busy. We're totally out of planning. But we're following through. Sure you are. You're following through on putting out fires because you're creating the fires to put out because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I create fires, then I have fires to put out. And therefore, I'm moving forward. No, you're going around in a circle. So it's all about Quadrant 2, where you're spending time on things that are important and when they are not urgent. And then when it gets really tough to pull the handle down on that pump, it's because the success is right there behind it. In fact, it was in April, I guess. I was doing something and I fell and I scraped my leg, and you can't even see it, which is incredible because it was a big scrape. How I could have hurt myself was pretty phenomenal that I didn't. But I didn't. And when I, got picked up and I'm, walking around and stuff like that, and then I was losing consciousness, so I got inside the garage and laid down on the concrete floor because it was so cold. And okay, so I didn't lose consciousness, and then I get back at it, and I said, I know there's something big about to happen. And because it was on this leg, so this is your future side, it was in my leg, so it's about movement, moving forward, and moving into the future, and that's where the big scrape was. Like, I could barely walk for a while. So I knew there was something big that I'm about to step into, and my subconscious mind was trying to stop me from doing it. And so that's the handle when it gets really tough. Really tough to push down. So when things like this happen, I could have just as easily said, wow, you know what, I've been really hurt, so I better just stop what I'm doing. And that would have just taken me off track. So I didn't stop. I kept on going because I understand this. I understand what I'm doing to sabotage myself. So that's the fear of success. So I'm not afraid of success anymore, but my subconscious mind still is. So I'm still going into it, and in time, my subconscious mind will be less and less active, but it'll always be there, always. I'm just replacing some of the programming.